Among the 24 monthly prayer intentions that Pope Benedict gives us each year, you will always find one for refugees and migrants. That's because the economic factors and persecutions and discrimination that lead people to seek a new home where they can live in safety and with their human dignity respected, these factors continue. Every year there are more and more people, millions in fact, who migrate within their own countries or across international borders in search of a better life for themselves and their children. Jesus understands them well, not only because he is God, but also because when he lived among us, he himself was a migrant and a refugee, a person without a home and a country. During the first 9 months of his earthly life, when Mary carried him in her womb, Jesus migrated from Galilee to Bethlehem, where his family had to register in a government census. So many people had migrated there that there was no room for the Holy Family in any of the usual places. The only shelter they could find was a place where animals were kept, a stable or a cave. And that's where the Son of God was born. But even that place couldn't provide a safe shelter for him. According to the Gospel of Matthew, an angel was sent to Joseph to warn him that King Herod wanted to kill Jesus. The angel told him to leave Judea and go to Egypt in Africa, a foreign land with a different culture and religion, but where they could be safe. And so Jesus began his earthly life as a refugee without a permanent home. In time, King Herod died, and the angel told Joseph that it was safe to return home to Nazareth in Galilee. And that's what he did. So, as truly God and truly human, Jesus has a heart for refugees and migrants. He invites us to open our hearts to them as well, especially this month when we remember the story of how Jesus began his earthly life. The issue of immigration is a complex one and has led to serious conflict in many nations, our own included. While refugees and migrants have basic human rights, including the right to migrate in order to find the food, shelter, and safety they need to survive, and to practice their religion in freedom, they also have duties, and the host nations also have rights. In his message for the 2012 World Day of Migrants and Refugees, Pope Benedict wrote, "Asylum seekers who've fled from persecution, violence, and situations that put their life at risk stand in need of our understanding and welcome, of respect for their human dignity and rights, as well as awareness of their duties. Their suffering pleads with individual states and the international community to adopt attitudes of reciprocal acceptance, overcoming fears and avoiding forms of discrimination, and to make provisions for concrete solidarity, also through appropriate structures for hospitality and resettlement programs." Thus, Pope Benedict invites us to join him in prayer this month that migrants throughout the world may be welcomed with generosity and authentic love. And he adds to this petition, especially by Christian communities. We are to take the lead in showing respect for the human dignity of the migrant, the stranger in our midst. What helps us to do that is remembering how Jesus began his earthly life and how he once told a parable about welcoming the stranger, saying that whatever we do for the stranger in our midst, we do for him. In fact, this is so serious that, according to Jesus, it will be one of the criteria that will be used when we are all judged at the end of our life on earth.